BROtocol JOE.
Welcome to my third video on RAID. If you've watched them in order, the first video describes what RAID is in general terms. Then I discussed RAID 0, which was striping. Now we're talking about RAID 1, which is mirroring. So before I get rid of the instructor lights, we get down to the nitty-gritty of RAID 1. It's my video reminder that RAID is not a backup. So I'm going to say goodbye to the instructor lights. I'll see you at the end of the lesson. Let's dig into RAID 1, shall we? RAID 1. It is called mirroring. Don't make it out to be more than what it is. It is exactly what it sounds. What that means is that the same exact data is written to two drives. For instance, we have data block 1A and data block 2A. So it is written across two drives at the same time. So we have 1A in drive 0, and we have 2A in drive 0, and we have 1A and 2A in drive or disk 1. So instead of splitting data across the drives like RAID 0, RAID 1 makes an identical copy of the data. So disk 1, we have the data, obviously. And drive 2, guess what? We have the same data. It is like a mirror. So that's why it's called mirroring, I guess. So if 1, let's just, something bad happened. So we lost a drive 0. Drive 0 went bye-bye. For whatever reason, disk 0 is gone. The other disk, disk 1, still has a complete copy of everything. It still has data block 1A and data block 2A. That is why RAID 1 is used for redundancy and fault tolerance. So we have redundancy, which basically I'm going to do FT for fault tolerance. Beautiful part about RAID 1. So what's the goal of RAID 1? It's to protect your data. There's no reason to make it any more difficult than that. It's to protect your data. But I put the trade-off of RAID 1. Here's the trade-off. You have half the capacity. Because, let's just say, I'm going to do a couple more drives here. These are amazing looking. Alright, you have two drives. Let's say this drive is 1 terabyte. That means this drive, if you mirror, has to be 1 terabyte. So if you remember from striping, this could be 1 terabyte and this could be 1 terabyte. And in RAID 0, that would equal 2 terabytes. But here on RAID 1, that just equals 1 terabyte because the data is an exact copy from disk to disk. So that is a trade-off of RAID 1. Because if you think about it, it is basically backing up the other disk in real time. So you are sacrificing storage space, but it is for protection. So for the exam, any exam you take, whether it's CompTIA, you have an instructor that gives you an exam on RAID 1, the takeaway of RAID 1 is you're looking at redundancy, not speed, and also not storage space. Because if you look back here, whoop, you have half the capacity because you are mirroring the same information over multiple drives. Alright, I like examples, so let me see if I can erase this without shaking the light board too much. Alright, real world example. You have a notebook that has all your beautiful notes from BROtocol JOE. And you have another one. For some reason, you copy the same exact notes on the second notebook. This gets destroyed, guess what? You still have the amazing notes on RAID from BROtocol JOE. So that's it, in a nutshell. Oh, let me erase this so you can see my face. In a nutshell, that is it. RAID 1 mirrors data. It mirrors the exact data across the drives. So, needs a minimum of 2 drives. It duplicates data. It provides the very important fault tolerance. But it does have a drawback that it's half the capacity. And that's it. That's RAID 1 in a nutshell. It's mirroring. So think about it. If RAID 0 was all about speed, RAID 1 is all about survival. Hope you enjoyed the video. Next up, we're going to tackle RAID 5 and talk about some parity. BROtocol JOE.